Are you craving for something refreshing and comforting in this hot summer? In this video, I'm about to show you how to make the all-time favorite summer food of local Shanghainese, plus 3 different toppings that come with it. Stay tuned. Welcome to 3 Dish 1 Soup. On this channel, we make Shanghai dishes. Not just because we're native Shanghainese, we obviously love Shanghai food, but we believe Shanghai cuisine is seriously underrated than many other Chinese cuisine. We really want the world to know more about Shanghai style of cooking. So if you're interested, consider subscribe. Without further ado, let's dive in. Let's work on the noodles first, shall we? Traditional Shanghai cold noodles use flat wheat noodles made with alkaline water, which makes noodles more elastic. But any kind of egg noodles will work. I'm gonna steam 300 grams noodles for a serving of 2 to 3. You want to spray some oil or lay parchment paper, or the noodles will stick to the basket. Spread the noodles evenly on the basket so the heat can penetrate every strip. Steam for about 6 minutes. Now cool down the noodles. I'm using chopsticks to let the heat dissipate and let the air take away the moisture. Be gentle because the noodles are very easy to snap at this point. Get a separate bowl of cold water and toss noodles in boiling water. Boil for 30 to 40 seconds, really quick. Transfer to cold water, then drain. This way the noodles should be al dente. Add a few drizzles of olive oil to prevent them from sticking together. Let them continue to cool. If you don't want to go through all these troubles, simply boil egg noodles of your choice following package instructions. It might taste a bit differently depending on the texture of noodles, but this dish is really about dressing, so be sure you keep watching. Now these 2 dressings are an absolute game changer. For the peanut dressing, I'm using peanut butter, almond butter, Lao Gan Ma Supreme Seasoning soy sauce, which I'll explain why I use it in a second, black vinegar, toasted sesame oil, stock of any kind, I'm using chicken stock here, black pepper, and sugar. Simply mix peanut butter, almond butter, and chicken stock in a bowl. Add chicken stock a bit at a time. Make sure you mix them real nice in one direction until there are no clumps. Allow some time for it to be emulsified. Now you might be asking, shouldn't I use sesame paste? Well, I made a little twist by using almond butter, not just because it's easier to get at Costco, but the bitter, astringent flavor of sesame paste will stand out, especially when using a large amount. Whereas almond butter has this rich, roasted almond flavor. It's creamy, it has no bitterness. Trust me, it tastes even better. Look, the dressing has become really smooth. That's exactly what you want. Okay, we are 1 dressing away. Again, just mix everything together. The reason that I use Lao Gan Ma Supreme Seasoning soy sauce is that it provides an umami base note to the dressing, while it's a lot less salty and contains less sodium than regular soy sauce. On a side note, it's a very good dressing for cold dishes. If you decide to use light soy sauce, maybe reduce 1 or 2 grams. While I'm plating, I just want to mention, if you found any inspiration from this video, smash that like button and share your thoughts in comment. We'd love to hear your suggestions. I like to serve cold noodles with 4 teaspoons of umami dressing and 4 tablespoons of peanut dressing, but feel free to test out your own ratio. Here you have it. See how easy it is? Although cold noodles alone are delicious enough, Shanghainese never get satisfied with just noodles. What sets Shanghai cold noodles apart is a variety of toppings that make cold noodles even tastier. I can't wait to share with you a topping that's traditional yet hugely popular, Shanghai hot sauce. To be honest, I don't eat spicy food very often, but Shanghai hot sauce is one of my favorites, so stick around till the end. I'm sure you will fall in love with it like I do. You need chicken breast, 5 spiced dry tofu. This kind of tofu is in small blocks with a dark brown outside and a whiter inside. Alternatively, you can use extra firm tofu. Potato, bamboo shoots. I rinse them to wash away the surface starch from potatoes and to remove impurities from bamboo shoots. And some other ingredients. You also need Pixian spicy broad bean paste and Guilin style chili sauce. I'll explain why I use them in a second. To get started, chop the dry tofu, potato, bamboo shoots, and chicken into small cubes, all of the same size. And mince some ginger, garlic, and scallions. Next, marinate the meat. Add cornstarch, cooking wine, and ginger. Mix with 1/3 of Pixian bean paste and 1/3 of Guilin style chili sauce. Give it a thorough massage. Make sure the seasoning gets to every piece of meat. Then add a few drizzles of olive oil to lock in moisture and flavor. Let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes. Then I'm gonna stir fry the cubes. Heat up oil to around 200 degrees Celsius. Potatoes and tofu in. Stir fry for a couple minutes. No need to add any seasoning at this stage. Toss in bamboo shoots. You might have seen other people making Shanghai hot sauce noodles using peanuts instead of bamboo shoots. It might be because they've seen restaurants using peanuts for whatever reason, perhaps cost reduction. But back in the days, Shanghainese actually used fresh bamboo shoots since they are a natural source of umami flavor, which makes this dish extra savory. Next, stir fry the marinated meat. You want to be generous with oil because you don't want the meat to stick to the bottom of the wok. Once you see the meat turns white, take them out. Here comes the crucial step, making the hot sauce. Again, you need to be generous with oil because that's what really brings about the defining character of this recipe, that beautiful sheen of bright redness of this sauce. Here, add Pixian bean paste and Guilin chili sauce. Be patient, let the red color come out. Pixian bean paste is a classic savory, spicy bean sauce filled with umami from the fermentation process. You might wonder if you can use the famous Lao Gan Ma chili crisp instead of Guilin style chili sauce. My answer is yes and no. You can use it as an alternative if you can't get a hold of Guilin chili sauce, and if you like the numbing and tingling sensation brought by Sichuan peppercorn in Lao Gan Ma. I found the color of the final product using Lao Gan Ma not as bright and glossy as using Guilin chili sauce. Besides, Lao Gan Ma is essentially chili oil, whereas Guilin chili sauce contains more actual chili peppers, which are what we need for Shanghai hot sauce. Take some time to let the hot sauce really cling to the ingredients. Wow, my kitchen is now filled with this amazing chili pepper scent coming out of the hot sauce. A quick note, if you're having a topping with cold noodles, I suggest you to cut down a teaspoon of umami dressing. You already got enough savory from the topping, you don't want to make the entire dish too salty, but you can always do a little testing. There you go, Shanghai hot sauce. That savory spiciness mixed with a hint of sweet, buttery, nutty flavor just hits you in the back of your throat like magic. It really opens up your appetite. Give it a try. The second topping is Saam See. So what's Saam See? Well, it literally means 3 kinds of shredded ingredients. Basically, you can throw in whatever you like, mix and match. Seriously, it can't be easier. All you need are bell peppers, mung bean sprouts, pork tenderloin, and some scallions. Step 1. Slice everything. Roughly cut the scallions into long strips. We only need them for their aroma. But be careful with tenderloin because it's the most tender cut. Don't cut it too thin. It'd be very easy to snap when you marinate it. You're looking for something about an inch or 2 cm wide. Step 2. Marinate the meat. Mix with a pinch of salt, cornstarch, light soy sauce, and cooking wine. Mix well until the meat absorbs all the seasonings and becomes not watery. Step 3. Blanch mung bean sprouts. Crunchy and refreshing bean sprouts add great flavor and texture to our cold noodles. Blanch for 45 seconds to a minute. Remember to snap the tails off beforehand because you don't want that stringy taste in your mouth. Then transfer to cold water and set aside. Step 4. Stir fry everything. Turn up the heat and throw in the scallions. We only need their aroma, so once you smell the aroma coming out, take the wok off the heat and throw away the scallions. Then use the aromatized oil to stir fry the pork. Use your spatula to spread the meat so that they are heated evenly. Add shredded bell peppers. Then salt, sugar, oyster sauce one by one. Keep stir frying. Simplicity itself. Meanwhile, I do want to say, I've actually got a video coming in the very near future about how to make authentic Shanghai beef curry soup, which is the classic accompaniment to cold noodles, and Shanghai sesame paste noodles, featured in one of James Trevor's top hit videos, Chinese Street Food Tour in Shanghai. I'll put a link to that video in the description if you're interested. So, if you're enjoying this video, consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss it. And help support this new channel by pushing it out to more people on this platform. That's it! Saam See is perfect for beginners because it's very easy to make and actually very hard to screw up as long as you put the right amount of ingredients. The third topping I'm going to show you is vegetarian. This is a great vegan dish that's high in protein. You don't want to miss it even if you're a meat eater because it could totally compete with a meat dish. Keep watching till the end and you'll see why. Let's prepare the veggies. First, soak dried wood ear mushrooms in cold water with a pinch of salt. It takes around 40 minutes for them to double in size. Then drain and rinse. Wood ear mushrooms have a crunchy texture and are good at absorbing flavors. Remember, trim off the tough stems of snow peas by removing strings before rinsing. Rinse fresh white mushrooms and shiitake mushrooms as well. When I say this dish could compete with a meat dish, it's all thanks to fried seitan puffs, or fried gluten as labeled in Asian grocery stores in the USA. They're basically golden wheat gluten, smooth on the outside but crispy and airy on the inside. They need to be soaked with hot water before being stir-fried. If you simply toss them in water like this, they will float. Here's a trick. You can poke a hole so the water will go inside and sink them. Fried glutens have this chewy texture and an almost meaty flavor. They are vegan, very tasty in their own way. You don't miss the meat at all. After about 5 minutes, they become soft and ready. Next, simply cut everything into pieces. Carrot is optional, but I just added for more colors. Shiitake and wood ear mushrooms are widely used in East Asian cooking because they really amp up umami goodness. In Chinese culture, they are known to help prevent high blood pressure and coronary heart diseases. They both contain almost no fat while offering a good amount of fiber. Blanch all veggies for 30 seconds or so. Blanching not only softens snow peas, but brightens their color. Then shock them in ice water so that snow peas will stop cooking and develop a soft yet crispy texture. Finally, stir fry everything. I gotta say, a lot of times you don't need fancy cooking techniques. As long as you pick the right combination of ingredients and the appropriate amount of seasoning, a quick and easy dish can be incredibly delicious. Add 30-gram water. Don't worry, it won't be soggy because the heat will simmer away some water. Also, I'll add cornstarch water to thicken up the dish. Superb! I really like the crunchy and chewy texture of this vegetarian topping, let alone it's super healthy and tasty. Alright, if this video makes you kinda crave for cold noodles, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts and comment. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next video.